Hey there, welcome to my channel, Adventure Awaits. Be sure to watch the full videos and share and subscribe for more videos. 200 years ago, if the British Empire wanted someone to just disappear, this is exactly where they sent them. The world's most remote prison island. But now, the chains are long gone, and what's left behind is an island that really defies imagination. Ancient volcanoes, just frozen in time. Predators so fearsome they were actually named after the devil himself. And yeah, a coastline that glows bright orange. This is Tasmania, the prison that became paradise. For thousands of years, the Palawa people navigated these coastal waters. Then, in 1803, the British arrived with a totally different vision. They looked at this rugged peninsula with its towering cliffs, narrow necks of land, and churning waters, and saw, well, the perfect prison. Here they sent their worst of the worst. Not just criminals, but people deemed, well, beyond redemption. The landscape itself would become the walls. At Port Arthur, stone walls rose like a medieval fortress. But the true innovation was psychological. The prison followed the panopticon design, with a central tower watching everything, prisoners never knowing when they were being observed. Guards enforced absolute silence. Men worked, ate, and slept without speaking for years. Some inmates went mad. Others planned impossible escapes. Today, ghost tours wind through these ruins after dark. Visitors report strange sensations and unexplained sounds. Perhaps some echoes refuse to fade. For those desperate enough to attempt escape, one barrier remained. It was a narrow strip of land connecting the Tasman Peninsula to the mainland. Here, the authorities created the dog line. Savage dogs were chained across the strip, forming a living wall more terrifying than any stone barrier. The message was clear: this far, no further. Even the ground seemed designed for entrapment. At tessellated pavement, the coastline fractures into perfect geometric patterns, rectangles and polygons that look impossibly precise, as if ancient architects laid stone tiles across the shore. The rocks tell a story spanning millions of years. Sea levels rising and falling, pressure and time creating this alien geometry. The Tasman Peninsula ends in some of the tallest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere. At Cape Howie, 300-meter dolerite walls plunge straight into the churning ocean. Sea stacks rise like stone needles. From the air, the coastline looks sculpted, columns of dark rock arranged like a giant's causeway, waves exploding white against black stone. For convicts, these cliffs represented the final boundary. Today, these same walls stand as monuments to the impossible. What was once an edge of despair has become a destination of wonder. North along the coast, Wineglass Bay curves in a perfect crescent of white sand and turquoise water. Postcards call it paradise, but the name tells a darker story. In the 1800s, whaling stations turned this bay literally red with blood. Ships hauled massive carcasses into these shallows, and for days the entire bay resembled a giant wine glass.